Vlogsworth!
See, my problem with the whole movie was, like, it was not really, like, it was very loosely based on the Dragon Ball, original anime and manga, but, like, Goku, for some reason, he was 18 years old, and, I don't know why, and he went to, like, a regular high school, and it was just, I tell you what, honestly, what the biggest problem with that movie was fucking Yamcha.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Yamcha.
The guy that played that character. It sounded as though like Keanu Reeves came in in a time traveling DeLorean
as Ted Theodore Logan. Keanu Reeves is Ted Theodore Logan.
He came in and did the voice of Yamcha for that Asian man who probably couldn't speak.
It seemed like a really bad dub. It was terrible. It was horrible.
I mean, I've never wanted to strangle another human being in my life, but that character, man. I wanted to see him die. And another thing, like, was the relationship between Yamcha and Bulma. Like, it was like they just assumed that we all knew that was supposed to happen. There was like no like, oh hey, it was just kind of like I love you. Like they met and it was like we're in love. I mean, like that's the worst movie I've seen probably since Speed Racer. And I walked out of Speed Racer. I didn't even stay.
Wow.
I couldn't walk out of this though because we were doing this review show. So
yeah, we did. We sat through the whole thing for you.
Not only that, but like where was I gonna go? Like you.
Yeah, like, that's very true.
I didn't drive myself there, so just go out and wait in the lobby. But like, man, that movie was just fucking terrible. Like, yeah, I have to big ups to James Wong for raping my childhood. Appreciate that.
Like, what would you have done better? What do you think would have made it,
well, first of all,
what it was, outside of just, like, completely destroying the entire film?
First of all, I think an all-Japanese cast would have been good. I don't care what you say. Goku was meant to be Japanese. There's no really argument about that. Japanese characters were drawn to look like Americans. Like, I don't care. It's from Japan. He needs to be Japanese. That and, Master Roshi. Chow Yun-Fat's a good actor, but he's no Master Roshi.
I think Chow Yun-Fat was the only thing I really enjoyed about the movie.
He would have been good if he'd actually looked like the character. Yeah. He just looked like Chow Yun-Fat, like in a Hawaiian shirt. He wasn't even.
Yeah, but I mean, by that point, like the movie was already ruined, so it didn't really matter. You know?
No, it's really sad when like the first 5 minutes, I'm like they're fucking.
No, dude, it was the first minute. Like they started like with the opening. What would you call that? The prelude?
Like the prologue.
The prologue, I'm sorry. They start with the prologue, and Nathan's already like, they fucked this up.
I was like, the first scene? I was like, I hate this movie.
Yeah. First rule, there are no rules.
Yeah, apparently Goku belongs to Fight Club, too, for some reason. Apparently in martial arts, there are no rules.
There are no rules.
You're allowed to.
According to this film.
You're allowed to do whatever you want. I didn't know that, but
Oh man.
This movie just like I literally like within the first 5 minutes I was like, Kyle, I hate this movie.
He really was.
I turned to him and I was like, man, I hate this movie, Kyle.
Honestly, like I really didn't care the fact that like it was an entire Japanese cast. Like
that's not even like that's just what I would have done.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that would have made it better, but I would have done that, and I would have been more faithful to the original book. Like I wouldn't have cast like that kid as Goku. I would have got like a younger actor to play him, like maybe like a 12-year-old or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Something like a little. I would have gave him a fucking tail. Like he's supposed to have a fucking tail.
Yeah.
He transforms. He doesn't have a tail. I was screaming in the theater. I was like, he has no tail. I was yelling, wasn't I?
He was yelling. Yo, man, dude, you were mocking the movie the entire way through.
The people in front of me probably hated me.
Yeah.
People in front of me were probably like plotting our deaths. Man, they were just like, I was hating on that movie the whole time.
The whole time, too.
I was very vocal too. I wasn't trying to be like, hey Kyle. I was like, this movie sucks.
He was. I can't lie. He dude, the entire time, like all you did was just yell and scream and.
I threatened to throw ranch dressing on somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't even have ranch dressing, but I threatened to throw it on people. Like.
Then again, that kid did look like the kid from High School Musical, so fuck him.
Yeah, because his fucking crinkle fry haircut.
Yeah. The only black kid from High School Musical. That's who he looked like.
Right. Yeah, black kid.
Can you consider that racist?
They should have thought twice.
And they should have thought twice with Dragon Ball.
They should have
not
never
even
thought
done it.
about Dragon Ball. It's just like such sacred material for me. I watched that, like, it was my favorite cartoon show growing up, and I just feel a little betrayed that they turned it into that.
So, move your hand, dumbass. I really think the movie could have been saved if they just would have toned down on the cheese and just stayed a little more true to the story. You know, I mean, like, it really, overall, it wasn't that bad. It was just unbearable, is what it really was to me. I just, you know, it's my childhood right there, and they're just taking it and they're throwing it in a blender and they're like, fuck you. So.
I think it would have been better had Piccolo not look like The Mask, the Jim Carrey movie. He looked just like
He did. He did.
Like,
more evil version.
he looked like that, or like a combination of him and the Green Goblin. And like he even looked like, I mean, he had the Dragon Balls. It looked like he was holding pumpkin bombs, like ready to throw them. So.
Oh man.
Okay. So I guess that's.
Yeah, I mean.
Bottom line.
Bottom line for me, it sucks, and I knew it was gonna suck all along. I'm kind of pissed that I wasted $17 to see it. Really though, it could have. It was salvageable. They could have made it better from what they already had, and it's just too fucking bad that they wanted to make money on it.
Bottom line for me, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Don't see this movie. Your memories will thank you.
And go home and watch some Dragon Ball Z, the good stuff.
Yeah. Good test.